Good afternoon, this is Lucky Links. A real estate investor asked me to do a reading on what's coming over the next couple of years for real estate, and we're going to look at that right after this. I had someone ask me what's coming for the real estate industry, and I've been wanting to do a video on this for a while because I feel like 2022 in 10 days we're going to enter the year of the tiger, the water tiger. And my feeling is that tiger is going to do what tigers do. Tigers are really good at strategy. They're very good at business, seizing opportunities, spotting opportunities, taking advantage of opportunities. And this particular tiger is going to be strategic and sort of ruthless. So my feeling is that when this tiger comes in, it's going to be a shock to the system, to anyone who's been kind of like going along to get along or just coasting. And there's going to be a lot of, like when a tiger pounces in a chicken coop, let's put it that way. So we're going to look at the cards here, and I'm going to flip the thing like I've done in my other videos, so you can see the cards. Let's see what's going to happen. So I've been feeling for a while that something strange is coming for the real estate market, and things are shifting so radically in the world right now. There's so much change coming on. So I figured people would be interested in this. So let's look at, over the next couple of years, what's coming for the real estate market. And I'm looking at it from the States. So my thought is here in the States, but the world stuff might come up too. So let's see. So I'm just shuffling here, and then let's flip and see what the cards, I'll show you what the cards say, okay? All right, do you like my fuzzy, colorful cloth here? We got it on. Let's look at this first. We got Empress. So this is what we have been seeing. People have been making a killing in this. You know, there's more to it than that, though. My feeling is that this is coming up as foreign investors coming in and snapping up things. I also feel like this is telling me with the Empress that the market has been inflated. How do you say that? Artificially inflated, I guess is the way, or inflated way past what it could sustain. So there's been a lot of profit made. But my feeling with the apple here is that there's been stuff that's been hidden. And let's look at this here. Okay, I'm gonna lay that out. There it is. This one's much longer than the last two. What is that? Is that the 6? There's a series of steps here. Okay, so there's a lot hidden in this card. I feel like some people have made a killing while others have been, I mean, this is kind of obvious. Some people have made a killing while others feel like there's a great bit of possibility there, but it feels like it's been inflated. This, I feel like there's a lot of secrecy going on. The Ace of Swords is coming up feeling like there's a series of laws being put in place to protect certain people and their investments, while other people, it's a double-edged sword here. Well, it feels like other people are not going to be aware that something is being shown to them and offered to them that is not going to yield what was promised. Okay, not going to yield what was promised. Also, this very much feels like laws being enacted that protect certain people but not others, which is setting something up here. Let's keep this. Actually, let's keep this going. I think this is going to be a little bit longer reading. Let me go back and forth like the waves over this. Okay, so then we got over here. We got fantasy. Okay, I think that there's going to be a lot of temptation and a lot of fantasy in relation to this, and that people are going to try to grab stuff that isn't going to have the lasting power that they thought. Also, there's the moon there. I don't like this. This feels like there is a partnership. Remember how I said it felt like foreign investors here? it feels like this partnership snatches out from under people what they thought was theirs. Okay, now this whole thing here is the moon shows me a very tense time period where people are under a great deal of stress, wondering about whether or not what they have is really working for them or has created a sort of prison for them. I don't know how else to say it. So I think what people like thought would give them security starts to like become an illusion here. But we've got the patience card, right? So it also feels like it's stretched out for there's a long period of time if people wonder what they have is worth something or not. And then this one is a 6 of Cups and the 2 of Coins, which shows a partnership that feels like it happened over here. Seems to sort of grab stuff. Oh, good gosh. And then there's the Hanged Man. And then I feel like there's one more set here. Okay. Huh. This is someone's wish coming to fruition, but it has to do with a dirty deal that's been done in quiet that sort of tries to take things out from underneath people and leaves them sort of stuck and not able to move. So there's a law here. Maybe someone can comment. What laws have you been seeing enacted in the real estate markets that have put people in a position where what they thought was a safe investment is going to turn against them and be actually someone else's possession? Let's put it that way. People are grabbing for something that they think is going to give them greater mobility, but that's an illusion. Something is done here where people are going to wonder for a good bit of time, a good stretch of time. It's going to be extended. Like, is what I did working for me or against me? This comes back around. So this is a past deal that comes back around, and it puts people in a bind. So people are bound in the real estate market, and then it creates. This does not feel like people who've been buying real estate for themselves and stuff like that. It puts this deal that was done in the past. It's their wish come true, and then it comes to light. And then let's see what that is. Oh, and then it's a victory for the people who took it. And then how are the people who? So then how are the people who? How generally are people going to feel about the real estate that they've gotten? King of Swords, and then the 8 of Cups. That doesn't feel good. It feels like someone's going to come in and snatch it out from under people, is what it feels like. Is that correct? I'd say that's a yes. So in terms of investing in it, Temperance, Strength, Knight of Swords. This is not easy. None of this is really easy. All right, so foreign deals, foreign investment, a deal done in quiet, people wondering whether or not their deals are going to, or what they invested in is going to be worth anything. People are going to find themselves bound and not able to go anywhere. So usually when that happens, it feels like, that happens usually when like property values or people they spent too much on their house and then the property values dropped. And then this creates success for people who invested in these laws that created this situation. And then what do we got over here? It's a victory for them to be able to grab whatever they need. And then the people who actually invested, they feel like they can't walk away, or they're stuck, or the King of Swords, they're being controlled in what they can or they can't do. So my feeling is there are laws and things that are going in place that are going to work against people who are trying to invest, trying to buy property, and it's going to put them in the position where they're stuck and then it's going to work to the advantage of these people who made, larger investments, made laws to protect them, and who did these deals in secret. There's the moon. And this stuff coming back around to work for them. So it feels like the public is going to be the public is going to be very disappointed in what they feel is happening to their investments. So I'm not seeing the tower, which would kind of show a crash. Is this a crash? It seems like it happens more. Okay, there's the King of Cups. It seems like a slow squeeze. So whatever these laws are that are being enacted, and this also feels like a slow squeeze with these two, right? And then this feels like a slow squeeze here. It drains the vitality out and creates conflict for people. I'd say it's kind of, unless you're on the side of the people who made the laws that work in their favor, which to me seems like the lawmakers and those who are, I guess, do you want to call it more elite in society? It looks like it works in their favor, but the general populace and those who are trying to do small investments, it looks like it doesn't work so well for them, because this is their wish come to fruition. And this one with the victory and the grab, where's the knight? There was the knight of coins in here. This feels like a grab. It works in their favor. So some law is going to pull the real estate out from under people, or set of laws is going to pull the real estate out from under people, and people are going to be stuck. This hangman thing here, it does not feel like people have any options. You must do what we say and don't have any options. But it didn't feel like the last crash. The last crash, when it happened, it was like immediate and boom. And it's like, this feels like a slow squeeze. And people are squeezed out of what was rightfully theirs. I guess that's the best way to say it. You like this big mess of cards I've got everywhere. So that's what it feels like is going to happen over the next couple of years. And it's foolish to think that it's a long-term, that things are going to stay the way they are forever, because it feels like people are going to be squeezed out of what is theirs. That's what it feels like. And I'm not seeing the thief card here, but it does feel like it comes... are there thieves? And then the devil and the emperor. Oh, that explains it. Oh, and the page of swords. It feels like those who are in control and ruling have. Okay, look at this. It's all sliding over. Devil, and then they feel it's all theirs. This is all ours. And that's the Page of Swords, for those of you who don't know, it could be bad news, or someone who, it could be a thief, could be someone who steals, it could be someone who takes, but these are all ours. So ruling classes, so these foreign investors, so it does have to do with the rest of the world as well, because there are foreign investors buying things up. There's laws being enacted that are going to affect people's personal property. The personal property they believe is all theirs. They are going to slowly try to squeeze people out, give them no options, and have them answer to whoever gains control of this based on the laws that are being enacted right now. So that's it. That's if you got any other questions about this, go ahead and ask, and I'll do a follow-up if you want. Does this answer your questions about it? And does it make sense? And what other questions do you have? But that's it. There were a lot more cards involved in this one than I thought, because there's a lot of elements. And as I start to look into it, it seems like more elements build out. And I asked over a couple of years, so there were quite a few cards. So the next couple of years, it looks like people are going to be, they're going to try to squeeze people out of their property, their investments, and try to make it so that only certain people have control of all of it, because this is kind of greedy and possessive, and it's related to the devil and the emperor, which would be, I guess, crooked rule is what you could say. In the Mexican Loteria, it would come up as the hand, probably the hand in the crown maybe would be like the hand, the ruling hand of a thief. So I guess there's people who want to grab all the cards and grab all the property and want it to be theirs, and it looks like that's the way. And it will create strife for others. So that's it. If you want to get a reading relating to this and your property or something like that, or into a specific thing, contact me, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. I can do a kill core. We can do your birth chart. I can show you guys how to make yourselves in a position where you can weather this. I got ways and tools to do that. Or you can visit my website, luckylinksfortune.com. Again, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com.